There is a huge challenge in the energy sector right now. Today, oil and gas operations account for around 15% of the total energy related emissions globally. That's the equivalent of 5.1 billion tons of CO2 equivalent per year. Just to put these things into perspective, that's like having 2.2 billion cars per year on the road. My name is Alejandro Sotti. I am the founder and CEO of Decimetrics. I am an energy subject matter expert, an inventor, a scientist, a businessman, and I work with my team every day to support the energy industry to solve this challenge. We're going to break this into different videos. The first part is going to show you a success case. The second part is going to show you the demo of how the platform actually looks. The third piece is going to show you how the mobile solution looks. And the fourth one is going to show you how we're using augmented reality and artificial intelligence to help these companies. Let's begin with the first part. In the first part, I'm going to show you the success case. This company, SierraCol Energy, is one of the most important operators in South America. They had this goal. They wanted to reduce their emissions by 50%. And the first task is that they wanted to know how to actually mitigate this at the source. They had these different options. The first thing that we did was to make an evaluation of the different technologies. We started at the satellite level. As you can see right in here, we have different ways of solving this problem. The first one is with low resolution by having satellites, planes, or drones making the inspections. And the other way is to have more resolution and have a handheld or a continuous monitoring device. So this company had to meet a national regulation, and the national regulation actually works at the component level, which is right in here. They didn't want to invest into continuous monitoring because at the end of the day, they had a really good point. And the point was that the important thing is to mitigate and to actually make the operations more efficient. It's not just to measure. The actual goal is to reduce their carbon footprint. So after we did this study, they picked us as their allies, and we followed this standard ISO 1720 to work on meeting these regulations for the minister. We're going to show you how we integrated this technology. So what you're going to see here is that to be able to detect these methane emissions, you need different technology to make an assertive and good quality measurement. So we use a ballistic level anemometer to get the telemetry. We use a QGI technology, in this case from FLIR, to actually be able to detect and quantify. We use a submeter GPS to work with the right location and to be able to have audits in our inspections. And then we had a laser, actually two lasers, one to measure distance, the other to detect methane with a very high precision. And the goal here was, okay, this already exists. I mean, all these things exist already, but what we wanted to do was to integrate everything into one mobile solution and put everything that happens in the operation into one web single source of truth. We call this the Green Dragon suite of solutions. And in order to be efficient, we needed a device that was capable of working in the operation in an intrinsic way. We went to Asia, we found these phones, and we actually started using them in the operation. Extremely efficient. This made us faster, way faster than the competition, and this helped us to work at the source level. What you're going to see here is our platform, and this platform is our Decimetrics Green Dragon that I'm going to show in detail in the second video. So from here, I'm going to show you the steps that we took. First step was to make a diagnostic. The second step that was to make a training. And this training is extremely interesting. Right in here, we have a team member, and these are field guys that are actually looking at the solution and are using augmented reality to understand where can we get these leaks, how we can mitigate these leaks, how the equipment that we have in the field works, and how we can, with good maintenance, keep everything inside the pipeline. Right in here, I'm showing you a pipe thief hatch. You can see everything from inside out. We're using HoloLens 2 technology, and everything that you're looking at right in here, it's developed 100% by the Symmetrics. We have the intellectual property of all these solutions. Right in here, you have the phone that has our mobile solution, where you can see all the inventory, all the agile objects, and the events. And right in here, we have the inspection, we have the sniffer, we have the leak, we have the repair, and we have the anemometer as objects. And this is extremely powerful. We have been using this in the operation. We have been doing this with more than 50 people. At the same time, extremely powerful to make this process as efficient as possible. In the Symmetrics, one important aspect for us is zero Excel, zero paper. We want to make this as digital as possible, and we want to be as fast as possible, because the idea here is to deliver a report that is consistent, standardized, and that we can show transparency. This has the potential to grow to $1 billion, and the idea here is to revolutionize the way that industries tackle their carbon footprint. Our enterprise software platform as a service is actually a weapon against environmental challenges, empowering organizations to not only reduce their carbon emissions, but also to thrive in the area of sustainability. And I'm going to talk about the Green Dragon Advantage, because our suite of solutions and tools and services are designed to empower businesses to take control of their emissions data in a way that is transparent, standardized, and that most importantly is actionable. We want to create actions. We don't want reports just for the sake of the reports. So with this solution in the operation, we create a digital inventory, we create inspections, and we take everything into our platform, the Symmetrics Green Dragon, to actually manage this at a scale. As you can see here, we have the same facility that we just saw in the mobile solution, and we can have all the traceability. We're going to have all the details of where the inspections happen, what tools did we use, when it happened, so what, when, who, where, etc. Everything is into one source of truth, and this is actually making a huge impact. Right here, we can see one emission, and with this emission, we can actually start working on optimizing the operation. We are, in addition, putting 360 videos for every inspection, so that we can enable the people that are making the maintenance to make remote detection of things that you need to improve in the operation. Everything in one tool. Then we go into the quantification mode, and in the quantification mode, the idea here is to quantify how much are we emitting in such a way that we can rank, organize by the amount of CO2 equivalent that the company has. The second is by the amount of effort that these guys need to put in terms of money and on resources, and we help them organize this in such a way that they can mitigate. And SierraCol Energy is a huge example of this. Right here, I'm showing you our technology that uses AI, ChatGPT technology at an enterprise level called Socrates. And from here, you guys can see that we can make questions to these data sets to manage the information. This is extremely powerful, state-of-the-art solution that we can use to actually get information in a very efficient manner. Then from there, we create the report, our delivery, the report. And this report, for example, we work in 4 different contracts. These contracts were in these locations. And from here, that you're going to see is the final delivery in a way that you can actually put sense to this. So we ended up detecting 16,000 tons of CO2 in a year, 36 leaks, 3 facilities, 700 wells, more than 2,000 equipment and components inspected, and more than 3,500 videos of inspection that we use. And right here, you can see the final deliverable. So we're helping companies to identify leaks at the source. And with this, I'm going to stop right in here. And if you guys want to see how the platform works, just click on the next link in the presentation, and you're going to see the full detail. Thank you very much. Again, I'm Alejandro Sotti, CEO of Decimetrics. Bye-bye. No sé cuánto me demoré.